guys, so the first exercise for this at-home workout is going to be just your standard forward lunge. So you want to make sure you go all the way down, and it should be a 90-degree angle between your knee, whichever knee is down at the time. You want to make sure that you're keeping your back straight and your core engaged and your hips facing front. And you're just going to do 3 sets of 10 on each side. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can always switch it so that you're doing jumping lunges like this instead of just up and down. That's one way to increase the intensity on that. So the second exercise is going to be the lateral lunge, and it's just going straight out like this, and you want to make sure that you're hinging at your hips. They're going back, but they're not just sticking straight out. Your core is still engaged, and you can go down as far as you want on these, and you're going to step it out to the other side. And you're also going to do 3 sets of 10 on those. If you want to make that one harder, you can either hold something heavy right here, like maybe a thing of laundry detergent, a couple of textbooks, whatever you have lying around the house, or if you have the resistance bands, you can tie one around your thighs. That way it's putting that resistance there when you step out to the side and to the front. The next exercise is a squat, just super basic. You want to make sure that you're going back instead of forward. You don't want your knees coming over your toes. They should be right above your toes, and then you go back down. You can just do that as a simple one, and then if you want to increase the intensity level, you can hold something heavy, or you can turn it into a squat jump where you're jumping up and down into it. That way that would increase the intensity level, and you're going to do 3 sets of 15 of each of those. So the next exercise is going to be a glute bridge. So you're going to be down on the floor. Your feet are going to be planted on the ground. You're going to have your legs shoulder width apart. And then your hands are resting on the floor, but you don't want your weight to be in your hands. You're just using them there. And then you're going to engage your abs, and you're going to engage everything in your legs, and you're just going to press it up. It should be a straight line like this. You don't want to go too far up like that. You just want to keep it right there. Hold for 5, and then you're just going to release down again. And I'm going to do 3 sets of 8 of each of those. For those, if you wanted to increase the intensity level, you can either hold it for longer, you can up how many reps you're doing. You can also add a weight that you're holding right here, like a textbook or something that's flat, or if you have weights around your house, you can put that there as well. If you wanted to decrease the intensity, you would just do maybe hold for 3 or for 2 counts instead of 5 counts. Or you can also decrease the amount of reps that you're doing and then build your way back up to that. So the next exercise is going to be a step up. So you're just going to get an elevated surface. You can change the height depending on whether you want it to be lower intensity or higher intensity. You can start with just like a stair or something that's a couple inches off the ground, or you can do like a kitchen chair or even a coffee table, and you're just going to step up. And you're not going to hit your fan on the ceiling, but you're just going to step up and then step back down with the same foot, and then you're going to switch sides. You're going to do 8 on each side with 3 sets on both sides. And you can change the height depending on how high you want to go. You want to make sure that you're keeping your back straight. I didn't do that when I hit the ceiling fan, so make sure that you do it in an area where you're not going to hit your head on anything, and then make sure that you can keep your back straight and you're pushing up with those muscles there. So the last exercise is going to be a hamstring curl. You want to start on a floor or a surface that you can slide on, so not carpeted, and then you're going to get either a hand towel, or if you have those sliders, you can get those. You're going to place them under your heels like so, and you're going to keep your legs hip width apart again, and you're just going to lay down. And this one I'm not very good at, but basically you're going to lift up again and engage here, kind of like you did in the glute bridge, and then you're going to slide back, and then you should feel it right here. I cannot fully do that one the way that I should, so if you want to make it harder, I believe the type of slider you get can make it harder. And then if you can't do a full hamstring curl like me, what you can do instead is just focus on that glute bridge movement of lifting up and kind of beginning to get that movement. You can do one leg at a time like that. It's not it's not quite as effective because you're not, then you can kind of cheat and use the other leg. But yeah, those are a couple ways you can modify the hamstring curl.